Ladies and gentlemen, DETAX and SHERA friends, heartily welcome to our new live webinar here in Ettling in our DETAX Academy. Today, together with Ralf Oppacher and Guido Sieker from SHERA. Ralf, could you please introduce yourself a bit?
Yes, hello, my name is Ralf. I'm Master Dental Technician by SHERA, lecturer, and nearly 40 years experiences.
Perfect, thanks. And Guido?
Yes, hi, my name is Guido. I'm an engineer and I'm the head of the development department in our company. And yes, we are happy to be here with Markus.
Thanks. Today we will show you with the DETAX Splint Master material the SHERA complete workflow from modeling, printing, washing, curing, and the finishing, and the final result in the end. So we will give you a complete overview of the workflow and the big benefits of the workflow together with the material. In the beginning, Ralf, you told me you will give us some more information for the beginning directly, and after that we can start with the webinar.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Markus. Yes, historically, I must say there are so many spline therapies on the market. Since 36 years, I'm producing splints in different kinds of work and quality. But now, in the year of 2023, we are able to produce wonderful quality, an excellent quality, with super materials and a very special workflow. And we are sure, as a team here today, that you will find a super successful workflow for your laboratory. Thank you for everything. I must say, in one thing, we are still here. One thing is the same since 1986. It's a patient. Guido, it's your time.
Yeah, thank you, Ralf. Yes, you told us we start with the whole workflow. And for us as SHERA, it's important to have a great and good model. So in this case, we start with a live patient scan from Ralf as well. And I will show you now how we could design the intraoral scan to a printed model. Afterwards, I will show you the printed splint. And now let's start with the design from the model.
Just one question from my side. Is it only possible with intraoral scan, or can you also scan it on the desktop scanner and use the files?
You can do both.
It's also possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now you have here my screen. I opened already the SHERAeasy-model builder. And the model builder, the concept from the model builder is to make easy model and make it fast. And that is what I show you now. So first of all, we create here a new order. And we have here the order details. And first of all, we can type in the patient. And in our case today, it's Ralf again. If you want, you can type in the dentist and the technikin. And very important for all other steps in our software is you can choose here the material for the model that you want after to print. And in case of you have single dies, you can change also a color for the die. But in our case, we want to create a model for a splint, so therefore we have no stumps to remove. Next step is to load our intraoral scans. Software will load these scans. Oh, no, we have it twice. Okay, the software, this is my lower jaw, this is my upper one. If you want, you can choose here the preview. You see here now the preview from Ralf's upper jaw. And now we can, we have to decide which shape we want to design. In our case, it's a whole jaw with no elements. And now we can start with the design process. Software will load now the scans, and you see it here on the left side. We have only 6 steps that we have to do. It's very fast and easy. And the first step, you have to change the inside axis from the intraoral scan, that we have a look of the occlusion area. And in all steps here, you have a small guidance on the left side. If you don't know what you have to do, look on the left side and you see what you have to do in the software. So next step, change the occlusion area a little bit. It is important for the base of the model. For example, if you make it like this here, you have a diagonal base or socket. So therefore, rotate it a little bit. Go to the next step. Prepare data. That means the software will fix artifacts or some small holes. And what we have to do now is to cut off all these parts that we don't need for the modeling. Therefore, we dig around this intraoral scan of the small yellow spline. And everything what's inside my yellow line I need for the designing from the model. All other parts we want to delete automatically. Therefore, close here the line and say apply the scan limit. Now it's fixed. Go to the lower jaw, do the same. You see here in the background a small or a very big artifact. The software will automatically remove it for us. Do the same here. Cut off all areas that we don't need for the designing.
These steps I know from some other softwares. My feeling at the moment it is much more easier and faster than the others, right?
Yes, it's
one of the benefit of the modeling software.
It's very confident to do it. You don't to learn a lot of the software. You install it and you can start with the designing. So you don't need much experience in CAD software. So it's a standalone software. It's quite easy to learn it. So now we see here the upper and the lower jaw with the base. We can change here a little bit the height from the model. That saves printing time. So we will change here the socket height from 10 down to 5 millimeters. We save, I think, minimum 10 minutes for printing and a lot of resin that you don't use for the model. And we print all models hollow with a special grid inside. I think that will we see later when Ralf explain the patient case.
Why do you print it hollow? So we also say all the time print the models hollow.
Yes.
But what's the background?
Yeah, first of all, you save the resin.
Yeah.
It's better for the printing. You don't need so much force to remove the separation force. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And we have inside a special, it's called honeycomb for the strength of the model. So you save resin and have also a good tough model.
Yes. So that means in the middle, the material, there is no material, means it is cured completely. And the accessory is much more better because you don't have material in the middle with not complete final cures.
Exactly.
That's one of the benefits, and for the fitting also later.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Great.
Okay. One big question that we have in the last 2 years: how we get the printing model back in the articulator. So therefore, we have a solution. It's called SHERAprint plate. So therefore, we can model this SHERAprint plate above our jaw. You see it here. And with this plate here, Ralf will show it later on, we can get this printed model back with gypsum plaster in the articulator. So the only thing is find here a good position for it. Do the same for the upper jaw. So this one here is a very big jaw. So you have to rotate it a little bit. That everything on the plate is that the model is on the plate. Yeah. So that was the last step. The only thing what we have to do now is next step is check and save the data files. Now the software will calculate all parts together, and we can have a look inside from the model. So you see it here. This is now we have the upper jaw, the lower jaw combined with the SHERAprint plate. And these parts we have already printed because now we want to show you the workflow with the splints. So the models we have printed, and now we have to remove the splints from out of the printer.
That means the model is the base for the splints, of course. The model and the splints are modeled now. And before we started the live webinar, we started the printer with the splints because it takes a little bit time to print it. And now Guido can show you the next step. So that means the printer is printed the splints. And Guido will show you now how to remove it and the next steps, washing and curing in the 3D process. Guido, please.
Yes, first of all, take the gloves on. Yes, Markus, you told us we already have printed the splints. So okay. So here are the splints inside. So now we have to remove the building plate out of the printer. Whoops. Now we can remove it particular this. So in this case it is the flex material. So we have two new materials, the flex one and a little bit tougher material. It's called tough. So now we have here two splints, and now we put it in the washing device.
You check it in complete with the support structure to make the washing process,
yes,
right?
I think it's easier to remove the supports afterwards because it's not so sticky.
Yeah, okay.
So then we close the device and start the cleaning process. We have behind two bottles with cleaning solution, and the machine will clean it in 2 times. I don't start it right now because it's a little bit too loud. So, but we have already washed the splint here.
Question from my side. So the completing washing process is complete automatically. You don't need to take manual, whatever, use compressed air or what else. The washing process by themselves, the machine takes the cleaning material, liquid inside,
yes,
wash it, and takes the cleaning material outside, isopropanol alcohol, I think.
It's correct, yeah.
Yes. And after that, it is not really dry, so you can take it out.
Yes, you take it out, go over the compressed air, dry it a little bit.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And then we put it in the curing device. Therefore, we have all programs and material on the device. Put it inside, close the cover, choose the material, and start the device. So the device will work with vacuum, not with nitrogen. It works with vacuum. I think it takes a few minutes. Then it's cured. Then we take it out. So I think we have here a camera. You see here the result after printing. Here's the splint with all the support structure, and now we can remove all parts here by fingers. But this step, I think, Ralf, it's your turn to work with the splint.
And now let us show you again in the detail. There's one point from my side. You can see the material. It's really transparent. It does not smell, it does not taste, and it is flexible in this case because it's a flex material. So you have a lot benefits, and also the mechanic properties is better than other materials, as you know from the market right now. Okay. And thank you very much. So the last step, what I told you, what I said is the finishing process, finish and final application. This is one part for you, Ralf. please show us some more information about the finish.
Yes, thank you, Guido. Thank you, Markus. Yes, of course. Now the experiences from technical side, and this is the reason why we are here as well, because everything what Guido told us, design a very precise model and accurate model, is one of the most important part to work in an articulator. And we know exactly as a dental technician that the work in the articulator is still a very important part when you want to make occlusion therapy. And in my case, and this is real today, it's a patient case. It's a really special case because I'm the best patient for this, with a lot of issues in my head, with some issues I told you. But I designed this splint around about 7 months ago, and I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it every day in the night, and I told this to Marco and I told it to Guido in the morning. It's a wonderful situation to wear this splint because it helps me, it makes me healthy after 6 or 7 months. And this is exactly the same splint what Guido showed you after the curing process. And when you take this splint now and remove only the supports in a few minutes, you will have a splint like this. And the splint like this, and it's super easy to work with because it's minimum thickness 1 millimeter. It's based on special occlusion designing, especially for me. And it's articulated with a SHERAprint plate. You can see it here in the articulator. It's a wonderful step, a precise step, because it's a magnetic system. And it's work absolutely accurate in this high-tech articulator. And later on, when you only remove the supports, you will close it directly in the articulator. And at the final end, now everything's coming together. The precise accuracy of the model, the special designing from your splint in your special CAD/CAM software, the high-tech material, and this time it's a flex material because I want to have a flexible material in my mouth every night. It's so comfortable. It's so nice to wear. It's so, yes, it's so special for me in the night to only to sleep and not to think about the splint, that I'm very happy for my result now after 6 or 7 months. And then to work in the articulator is very important for everyone in the world. So, at final end, accuracy of the model, designing of the SHERAeasy-model, the material, it's so wonderful to print this in this special printer, and it's the post-process. It's so important to clean and to cure the splint and the model as well. And later, bring everything together on the model with an occlusion system. Yes, and what you can imagine now, look at exactly what I'm doing. This is exactly the situation. This is my splint. This is my quality. This is a quality from DETAX. This is a quality from SHERA. And the team is very happy to have this complete system now because it's very unique. And you can be sure that we train you if you like, that we support you if you like, and you will see for the future now splint technology, splint therapy, together with model builder, articulator, and material, flex material, is the best solution on the market. Markus.
Thank you. So this is what you said before. In 2023 now, it is possible. We have the technology, you have the printing system, the curing device, the partnership, SHERA together with DETAX. We also have the perfect fitting material. In the end, the final result is absolutely perfect and functional. And now is a situation you can work with an easy additive process, really fast and in a perfect quality. So in the end, now we will give you some answers about the live chat. We have the live chat function. So the special questions for SHERA we will collect together and send to you guys, and you will organize so that the answer comes back to the customers. So the first question was the washing time inside of the washing device here. So it is fixed. The settings are ready. If I understand you right, there's one thing from my side. Please, after washing, take it directly out. It is not good for the material if it's too long inside of the isopropanol alcohol. So take it out after washing, dry it with compressed air, and then follow the rest of the process. The next question is minimum wall thickness of the material. This is a really good question. So, Guido, we talked about before, Ralf, also the minimum wall thickness of the material for the flex material. It is 1 millimeter. I'm sorry, it is 1 millimeter. For the tough material, it's 0.8 millimeter. This is the minimum wall thickness. All the other questions, you will get an answer from the back office, also from SHERA back office later. Thank you very much for your time, for watching us. Also, Ralf and Guido, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to do the live webinar here with you today. I hope it was not the last one. I'm sure we will find the next themes for you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next live webinar, and talk to you soon.